Arkwright was given the task of organising the event, a keen but cack-handed local government official. He it was who had to book the caterers and the musicians to discreetly spread Plonk and Puccini, respectively, and to inform the Chronicle of the date and venue. All should have been well. Unfortunately... Daphne Turnbull, librarian. She'd wanted as a girl to play the cello, but her father, who at the time was the conductor of the Brewer Street Brass Band, insisted she played the euphonium. They'll play euphonium. There aren't any cellos in a brass band. Any road. It's undignified for a woman. As a young girl, maybe, but as a 40-year-old spinster, it's hard to say which is more undignified. However, she takes pride in her playing, and since her parents died a few years ago, it's been useful in securing some sort of social intercourse in the otherwise solitary confinement of the library and her ancestral home. For instance, this Wednesday afternoon, she's to be let out to play for the mayor's due.
Don't look with pity on a woman like me. It ain't easy, but it's all right. We all live out what we turn out to be. It ain't easy, but it suits me. A quiet life. A quiet life. A quiet life. I'm missing out, not getting all I might. Just because I haven't got kids at school, don't pass me off as some frosty, frigid fool. Don't speak with sighs to a woman like me. You got your life, and I got mine. And don't assume that with yours you're free, and that I am imprisoned in mine. I've got a good book, a good home, good friends. I'm not alone. And just because I act in a conventional way, don't think I haven't passions or anything to say. In fact, if you had my life, quiet though it be, you'd find you needed quite a lot of guts to live like me. And don't look with cold and uncaring eyes. I need comfort, as do we all. And dreams still wake under summer skies that lay fallow from fall to fall, and lead a quiet life, a quiet life, a quiet life, a quiet life.
Life in the accounts department of the gas board is not what Elizabeth Roach considers to be her lot. She's only marking time until Mr. Wright can be found, or rather, gagged and bound and dragged screaming to her lair. Slightly aggressive is our Elizabeth where men are concerned. She wants one, but she lacks a certain finesse. You'd never think it, would you, to look at her? Nor would you think that she played the cornet, but she does. It's an unfortunate byproduct of her first campaign at school. Howard Pilbeam seemed then to be going places. You see, he played the trombone in the school brass band and the piano. All he needed was a bit of firm handling, and he could be shoved down the road to stardom with Elizabeth in his wake, collecting the checks. So she joined the band, and some weeks later, during a concert interval, hidden away backstage, just the two of them, she demonstrated her flutter-tonguing. It forged a bond which Howard was never likely to break. Over the next few weeks, as she came to know him, she discovered to her horror that he had his sights set on becoming a surveyor, and that is exactly what he became. She tried shaking him off, but the damage was done. Other attempted kidnaps have gone the same way. The lions run away, and the lambs, well, she doesn't want a flock, does she? I mean, one is enough. But from time to time, he proves useful, like the other day when he asked her to play at the mayor's function. Anything to get in a room full of potential providers.
Howard, you wanted on the phone. Come on, it's the mayor's office.
Hello? Oh, Mr. Arkwright. Yes, Mr. Arkwright. Yes. Next Wednesday, Mr. Arkwright, yes. A trio? Right, Mr. Arkwright. Right, goodbye, Mr. Arkwright, yes. Goodbye. Elizabeth.
Hello, is that you? Operator, will you put me through to accounts extension 103? We'll know just say it's me. She'll know just who she's talking to. Hello, no, I'll wait. I gotta know before it gets too late. I'm afraid to say that you wouldn't do. It's her I need to speak to. She can't be hard to locate. Hello, Elizabeth. Yes, how are you? I only rang to say, if you're free next week on Wednesday afternoon, I just thought perhaps you'd like to come and play. Hello, are you there? All right, yes, well, it's Father Man. He's gonna throw a party in the town hall, so I thought I'd give you a call. What do you mean you're washing your hair? Listen, Elizabeth, listen to me. It's not gonna be like that. There's gonna be a lot of important people there. Yes, you can mingle and talk and drink and chat. Hello, yeah, I'm still here. What did you say? This line is not too clear. Could you speak a little closer to the phone? Did you say you'd go alone? No, I can take you. Can you hear? Yeah, sure, I Yes, I'm still here. Yes, that's okay. I'll pick you up at 2. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's so relaxing, somewhere with you. Hello, no, can I? Never mind, what's that? Yes, black tie. And for you, black dress. Yes, yes. Until till then, goodbye.
By lunchtime on that fateful Wednesday, things had already started to go wrong.
What's that?
Well, my car wouldn't start, so I borrowed my dad's motorbike.
You don't expect me to ride in that, do you?
Well, it's all right. It's perfectly safe. In fact, it was thought to be the safest form of transport. It's very comfortable.
We'll catch a bus.
We can't catch a bus, Elizabeth. We'll be late. It's only a couple of miles.
Oh, yeah. I'm not coming back in it, you know that, don't you?
I suppose you think the mayor's going to run you home afterwards, do you?
No, I don't think the mayor's going to run me home. But I'm bound to see somebody I know with a vehicle that has a steering wheel, where everybody sits together, in the same room. I feel like I'm sitting in an annex, a greenhouse, the cars in the backyard.
Come on, Elizabeth, it's not as bad as all that. It's quite fun, really.
Pardon?
Pardon?
And unaccustomed as I am to public speaking,
The mayor has worked hard and long for his family and for his town. Brought up in a time when hard graft was a moral decency, he finds today's standards appalling. Contrary to opinion, he has not lined his own pockets nor those of anyone else. He has got by the same as everyone. He is loyal to his country, which he fought for, his party, which he fights with, and his family, which he fights against. He likes a couple of pints and a game of dominoes with the lads at the club. He's been trying to give up smoking for 21 years and has served on various committees, including town planning, which is how he met Howard. His wife, Elsie, feels that she's spent most of her 54 years on her knees, in church, tidying up after him, scrubbing floors, cutting out curtains, and sewing buttons on flies. Meanwhile, at the town hall, Oakright, or Upright, as he's always referred to, has been chasing his tail all day, preparing the path for Mr. Mayor. Oakright means to do well. He certainly means to do well on this occasion, but when it comes to laying on entertainment, he lacks a certain flair. His last job in that line was 8 years ago, when he'd been asked to organise the entertainment for a dinner in the town hall in the honour of the Boy Scout and Girl Guide movement's 50th anniversary. He booked what he thought was a local girl folk group of singers and dancers called the Ramsbottom Nymphs. They turned out to be erotic strippers who did things together. Life, isn't it fun? Isn't it great? Doesn't it fall right off your plate? Dry side up, butter side down. Phew, isn't it fab? Isn't it grand? When it shakes you by the hand and leaves you sticky, ain't it a clown? Life, isn't it bold? Isn't it beaut? Isn't it really kind of cute how it loses your ticket and you miss your train? Wow, isn't it hip? Isn't it ace? How it manages to place all that blockage down your drain. The only girl you've ever wanted meets you in the street, and now's the chance to show those other guys. In casual conversation designed to sweep her off her feet comes the awful realization that you haven't done up your flies. Gee, isn't it wow, isn't it gosh, doesn't it wait until you're posh to spill minestrone in your lap? Well, isn't it boy, isn't it man, isn't it joy, isn't it simply absolutely wham, zing and zap?
doesn't it fall right off your plate? Dry side up, butter side down. Phew, isn't it fab? Isn't it grand when it shakes you by the hand and leaves you sticking? Ain't it a clown? Isn't it wow? Isn't it gosh? Doesn't it wait until you're parched to spill minestrone in your lap? Well, isn't it boy? Isn't it man? Isn't it joy? Isn't it simply absolutely wham and sing and zap?
Actually, I've been meaning to ask you out for some time.
Pardon?
I've been wanting to talk to you.
What about?
Us.
Us? Why?
Because we have a relationship.
Why?
Well, we go back a long way.
What?
I still fancy you.
Don't I know it, you little charmer? You certainly know how to give a girl a good time.
Pardon?
Sorry, Mummy. He swept me off my feet in his sidecar. What are you, kinky or something?
is unnecessarily cruel. You would think that Daphne had been dealt enough bad cards in her youth to make her middle age safe and decent and free from humiliation. But no. If only she'd looked after the case as well as she'd looked after the instrument, she would have fixed the strap that she knew was fraying and coming apart. It had been for over a year, and would, in all probability, last another. But no. If only she'd rid herself of the childish desire to ride on top of the bus. But no. As she got to the top of the stairs, what probably would have lasted another year didn't. The strap broke, the case burst open, and...
Come on, Gladys, they'll be here in a minute. Come on, hurry up. Oh, look, give it here. Go.
Mr. Arkwright?
Ah, Maestro. You're late.
We've had one or two little problems.
Problems?
Nothing we can't handle, though.
Whatever happened to that?
She dropped it
Dropped it?
off a bus.
Off a bus? How did you...
Don't ask.
Coming, Mr. Mayor.
Are the band there?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Look at that. I can't wear that on top of my robes.
No, well, look, perhaps...
No!
Oh, sorry. Yes, well, shall we go through? Once in royal days.
Seems to have been a day of mishaps one way and another, Mr. Arkwright. What happened to them?
I broke his arm in a door. Well, it was silly, really. Need never have happened. Just one of those things.
Upright.
Oak, right.
Where is everybody?
I'm afraid I really don't know.
Oh, shouldn't they be here by now?
You haven't got the date wrong, have you, Mr. Arkwright?
No. That's what I sent to the local paper. The 17th at 2:30 at the Civic Hall.
Upright. This is the town hall.
Arkwright? Where the bloody has he gone now? Will somebody please tell me what's going on?
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor, I think I can help. He's going to make one or two last-minute checks. There's something he might have overlooked. A misunderstanding somewhere.
Misunderstanding? All he had to do was order a few sandwiches and book you lot. What is there to misunderstand? This place is becoming a madhouse. The devastation that man causes is quite unbelievable. The Reds ought to employ him. He'd bring this country to its knees within a week. Where is everybody? Ah, at last. Are you all right, Mother? Yes, well, you look very nice. Just a moment. Play, Pilbeam.
Mr. Mayor?
Pilbeam.
Mr. Mayor?
Play! My dear Mr. Mayor, I write to inform you that I am at present incapacitated. My humble apologies for the slight error. The Civic Hall. My God! Shut up, Pilbeam! Pilbeam! Oh, my God. Yes? Who the Oh, really? Well, I believe that his worship has been held up. And I do believe that he's just leaving now. Yes. No. Thank you so much. You, come on, follow me. No. Bring all your stuff. Get in! Come on, get in! The Civic Hall! And step on it!